Should we do it like this? The royal wave. Hello, jockey. And yeah, that was pretty cool. How are we doing?
Well, pretty good. I'm still kind of sad to hear about old Queenie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jackie made me put these lips and eyebrows on just for the royal entrance.
Pretty funny.
It is pretty funny. Yeah, the queen. Yeah, the queen, the second. Now, where the first was that her mom or what?
Queen Elizabeth II?
No, Queen Elizabeth that died like in 2000, like a long time ago.
Well, her mother was named Elizabeth, but the queen and the
queen the
queenship,
second died today. Yes, we know that. If you missed
Elizabeth
that, if you
the
missed
first
that,
was the one from the 15 to 1600s.
Well, I mean,
Queen Elizabeth I is the daughter of King Henry VIII.
And
that's
that
Queen Elizabeth
was,
I.
And King Henry VIII was the Dave Clark Five. Wasn't that song?
Was that no, it's Herman's Hermits.
Oh, Herman's Hermits. Peter Noon. Yes, Peter Noon. Yes.
I'm Henry VIII. I am Henry VIII. I am. I got married to the widow next door. She's been married 7 times before, and everyone was a Henry.
All right. Yeah, we should have come in with that song.
Should have, could have,
would have. Or the Beatles, or the Stones, or any of those British invasion bands. The Who.
I thought she'd outlive all the Beatles, but she didn't.
No.
Half of them.
No, yeah. And we knew she wasn't going to outlive Keith Richards. So, I mean, but what? She was 100. I mean,
96.
It's sad. Yeah, it's sad. I mean, yeah, but I mean,
okay.
It's sad.
Here's the conspiracy theory.
She has the double.
In me is that 2 days ago, she was standing up, shaking hands, and bringing in the new British Prime Minister. 2 days ago.
That wasn't her.
So what did she do? I'm sorry. I know that, medical is different for every person, but if she was, terminally ill, they didn't tell anybody. So she just turned back around and said, I'm laying down and dying.
Jackie, it wasn't her.
I'm asking you.
No, it was the double. One of the doubles.
Like 2 weeks before my mom died, she couldn't get up, let alone stand there in her little outfit and shake hands with the incoming prime minister. 2 of them? Mm-hmm. I don't know.
At least.
Yeah. What would our conspiracy friends say?
Well, there is a woman who, her name is Ella something. I found it today. And she actually, she has stood in for the Queen, like if they're doing a parade or something and they're practicing and rehearsing, and she has stood in for the Queen, and she's done it for like 30 years. So you're not going to tell me. That was the first thing I said when someone was like, oh, the Queen died. I was like, you mean her double died? Because who knows? Maybe she died 6 months ago.
Here's what you want to hear. My sickening original thought.
Oh, yeah.
Is that she said, I'm done with this. I'm going to go back here in the back bedroom of Balmoral and have a drink. And I'm done. I'm 96. I'm done. I don't have to do these duties anymore.
Yeah.
I shook the hand of the incoming prime minister, the 15th one. 15 of those suckers.
The Zoomer downstairs watching TV, who maybe next week, we might get him on next week.
Oh, good.
But Zoomer was like, hey, Dad, do you know that the Queen knew Harry Truman? I mean, yeah.
So maybe she just said, I'm retiring. She can't publicly abdicate. And so they called all the children together to sign a non-disclosure agreement. This is what do you think?
So you think she's living on a mountain with Bruce Lee and Elvis? Is that what you're saying?
I just don't know. That was my original thought, because it's so hard to believe that she's standing there shaking the hand of the new prime minister Tuesday, and now it's Thursday and she's expired.
You just said it, Tuesday. That was the giveaway. That was the hint.
Tuesday.
There's two. Because and the first thing at work that I said was, "Oh, you mean her double died?" I think she's been dead.
Nobody slapped you across
there's
her
my
face.
Conspiracy theory. I think she's been dead for like 6 months at least, or a year. Who knows?
I don't know.
And it was really easy during COVID to march her out there because you just throw a mask over her.
Well, she did decline dramatically in the last 2 years. Yeah, that's for sure.
I mean, God bless her. She did a lot of good, and she will be missed. And now we have King Charles. That's King kind
Charles
of
III.
Huh? And now would Diane be Queen Diane then if she would have lived?
Diana?
Yeah. If they would have stayed together. They got divorced though too, huh?
Well, she's dead.
I said if she would have lived.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I caught that news brief.
Yes,
that
Camilla
Diana died.
Yeah, Camilla is the queen consort. Queen Elizabeth assigned her that a few months ago. Said, yeah, you can be the queen consort.
Another coincidence.
Oh, there was a lot. And all of her family was in England at the time. Nobody was out of town. They even had Harry in, Western Europe. He missed it though.
So
he got there too late.
So the full circle conspiracy with Miss Tiara here is that Queen Elizabeth was really only like 70 years old.
No.
And she's living on a mountain with, who all do we got up there? Kurt Cobain, Elvis, Bruce Lee, Sasquatch, and I don't know. Who else could we throw up down there on the mountain?
I don't know. But then my boss said to me, he said, nobody, if you were a grandma and a great grandma, you would never want to, I don't know, fool your children, grandchildren, grandchildren, and your public by saying that you're dead if you're not dead. She never would have gone along with that. But is she in control of her destiny? I'm asking.
The other one that they think could have faked his death was Andy Kaufman, because he was such a goofy dude anyhow. And they were like, maybe because then he would come back like 30 years later and be like, I gotcha.
It's 30 years later.
Yeah, it is now. We're not seeing Andy Kaufman, but yeah, I digress. That body double, look into it. Did you speaking of body doubles, that leads me right into number 2 there on the list. I am convinced. So when we got off of doing the podcast last week, I sat down to put on my YouTube, was hanging out on the couch. I had no idea that while we were recording, Joe Biden was speaking to the nation. Did you know that at the time?
Not at the time.
On prime time TV. So my thoughts on any prime time presidential speech, especially from this administration, is they really want to thicken the smoke, so to say. They really want to pour it on heavy. So I was interested, and I popped it on, and I was like, what in the fuck is this? It was a little scary. Not even the theatrics.
He was shaking his fists and stuff.
Just the way he was. But
talk about somebody who died a few years ago.
I've got here, if you didn't see it, and I'm not sure if I've got this picture brought up of Joe Biden. There we go. There he is. There he is. I am the great Cornholio.
My goodness.
Nice
job.
It was pretty much like that though. I was like, you know what? I don't know. I think Biden has a double too. That's my own take. When he got up, well, it's funny. I had a guy at work tell me this though too. I said, you know what? He didn't like stutter once or bumble his words, or he came right out boom, 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 boom. And my friend at work was like, well, that's because he was speaking from the heart. Because he was mean, and he was not very, these are all my opinions. He was not very unifying at all. He was divisive is what he was. And
remember how back in the day, the Democrats were the nice guys, and they were like, didn't want to ruffle too many feathers and,
Yeah, he was scary. He was scary. Just to think that not only was those his thoughts, if he was speaking from the heart, but to also think that there are a lot of people that probably were sitting there watching that thing and were like, that was a great speech by a great American. And I'm sitting there, and yeah, I do have different views, but I'm sitting there going, lie, lie, lie. If I drank, I could have played a drinking game, lie, lie. It was
remember on Mission Impossible, the real Mission Impossible,
not the Tom Cruise one.
Oh, the real TV show where the guy would pull off a mask and he'd really be the main character underneath.
Oh, like the old Scooby-Doo's.
Listen, that stuff is real in the secret worlds that we live in that we don't know about.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it could have been somebody with a mask on, because he has been stuttering and walking into closets and peeing on, furniture and stuff.
Oh no, that was Thursday. I was like, wow, if he gave that speech on Tuesday, then we're on to something. But
I don't know that he peed on furniture. I just am referring to the video of him walking down the side of the West Wing and using the wrong door to go in and shaking hands with people that don't exist.
You can't.
Now, that's the fellow that is really here.
You can't pee on furniture when you're wearing diapers. That prevents that whole thing.
Oh man, it's just not good.
It was scary. It was scary. That's all I'm gonna say about that. We showed the picture. I'm getting off the Joe Biden.
All right.
I'm gonna go though. Let me go back to the screen here. We've got this week. I told you I wanted to do this every week. This week's conspiracy magnet board with new conspiracies. Okay, we changed it up. This is so this is the conspiracy theorist magnet game that the Zoomer and I have purchased online and are having a lot of fun with. So
let's go to the Donald Trump.
Donald Trump's doppelganger ran secret, anonymous, global, gluten-free toast plot. Toast. There's that toast again. Before we came on, Jackie was having her toast dinner. Yeah, okay, so we jumped down there. LeVar Burton won free money. Yay. Okay. Lady Gaga buried our mining theory study. Damn her.
Ooh.
The North Pole is the Illuminati. Oh, Biden murdered Elvis, I think, is still up there. I think that was up there last week. Must be a good one. Did you hear Hillary Clinton and Elon Musk supposedly let government experiments support Kanye?
Wow.
Fauci killed truth. We knew that. Nancy Pelosi knew Americans built fake internet reality. She knew that.
Man, that's scaring me right there.
That bitch. Vladimir Putin was alone with JFK and George Soros cooking plastic cheese pizza.
LeVar Burton won free money.
And LeVar Burton won free money. Mm-hmm. So those are the conspiracies for the week.
Those are fun. See,
those are fun.
I'm changing to a flower here.
Oh, that's nice. I like it. Too much fun with the filters. Go put where's your green eyebrows? What the? Oh, alien. Nice.
How'd you find the eyebrows?
Go to the.
There we go.
Advanced.
Hey, look.
Ah, my gosh. I feel safer. No, I felt safer with the mask on. So I found this.
Oh, there's the Queen's Corgi right there.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Looks like my dog, except that dog looks nicer.
Your dog's not nice?
No, she's nice. It just depends on her mood. She's kind of a bitch sometimes, but so Chipotle customers, hence the shirt. Burritos make you smarter. This is my Chipotle shirt. Some Chipotle customers, they found out that if they ordered online, they could get basically a burrito, a $9 or so burrito for like $3.
How?
Well, it says here, savvy customers figured out that by ordering a single taco plus each free topping on the side, and then a 40-cent tortilla, they could basically recreate the regular burrito. That would be like $9.
Well then. Do you want to know some terrible business about Chipotle?
Yeah. Chipotle.
They're owned by McDonald's now, you know.
Yeah. Their first one is in Denver, down by DU. Driven by it many times. Yeah.
I ate at it millions and billions of times before it was bought by McDonald's. Well, McDonald's,
give us the dirt.
And now Chipotle. You know, they add certain chemicals to the buns and to the tortillas and stuff to make the food softer for consumption. They're called phthalates.
It's called plastic.
You know it.
Yeah, Subway got in trouble for that too. Subway actually said, yeah, we'll stop putting plastic in our buns. Well, not to mention pink slime. Who knows what's in that shit?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I don't really do the fast food. Once in a great while, just as a cheat, but it doesn't really just. Yeah, no.
No, go ahead.
So I worked for a coffee company for like 6 years, and I figured out at Starbucks, I mean, just like that Chipotle thing, I would go in and it worked for a while, but then you get somebody that are like, well, you're just ordering a latte. And I'm like, no. What I want is this. I want an Americano with just like this much water. And then I want you to top it up. I would basically tell them how to make a latte, but I'd order it as an Americano because it'd be cheaper. And then that worked a few times. It just depends on who you get. You know?
And then you wanted them to fill it up with
steamed milk, and then can you just top a little, and it's all in the delivery. And if you're versed in, I would say, in the restaurant industry or in the service industry, you know kind of how to deliver it, I guess would be a good way to say it. It works. I mean, sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. So instead of getting, ordering a $6 latte, you're ordering a $3 Americano or $4 Americano. Well, inflation now, I guess we've bumped that. Instead of like ordering a $12 latte, you'd be getting a $8.
People who go through the drive-in at these places.
What in the hell is in that dog's mouth?
Huh?
What is in that dog's mouth? I'm sorry.
I think it's a flower.
Oh, it's a flower. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go on. So people go through the drive-thrus.
People go through the drive-thru at the coffee place.
Yes.
How much do you think the average spend is? $10, right? At least. Because they get a coffee and a little something else.
I would say an average coffee is $6. I would say an average muffin or something is another $4. Yeah, I'd say average $12.
Wow. Every day. Some people go every day.
Some people go every day.
Okay.
And some people buy.
Where's your calculator?
Yeah, some people buy a couple of drinks, I'll bring one to the boss or whatever. And then you get the nice people that when you pull up, they paid it forward. The person in front of you paid it forward. Does that ever happen to you?
Yeah. On the one on South Broadway in Virginia. When I was rolling in the Biden pandemic money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What would you order? What was your average?
Well, I only go once in a while because I really don't love their coffee taste. It's
Yeah.
burned.
It's a dark roast. Yeah.
So when I would go is to get that ciabatta breakfast sandwich.
Mhm.
Man, is that thing good? I got a cough. So you talk now.
Man, those are really good. Those ciabatta breakfast sandwiches.
With egg and ham or whatever, and
Are
then a
those
coffee.
are those the ones on the croissants?
No, a ciabatta.
Oh, okay, yeah, you said ciabatta.
So, and then a coffee. But that's when I was still drinking dairy, I guess, during 2020 and 2021.
What do you drink now?
I just have the coffee black.
Just black. No
Mhm.
almond milk. I like almond milk.
A little bit of almond milk.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, I have it in the fridgie
Mhm.
or coconut milk. Just a little dab.
Just a little to take a little of the edge off, huh?
Yeah.
That dog's freaking me out, man.
Is it? Oh, here, let me get rid of it. I thought you were talking about Buster, and I'm like, he's not even in here.
No, that dog doesn't freak me out.
All right, choose video filter. Let's get another one.
That's the look Jackie has every time I say something, huh? But she just smiles and shakes it off.
Oops, that doesn't work.
So last week I was talking about how kind of like the game, the magnet game, words will come together. What is going on there? And I'll formulate bands. I didn't think of any, I didn't hear any good ones this week. But so to stay on the name game, there's the lights again.
Pearls for the queen.
Oh, pearls for the queen. And her double.
Yep.
Yes. Or, well, never mind. Pearls for the queen. So we're playing fantasy football. You mentioned it's the first day, football season's upon us. So the kid is he started his first year ever of fantasy football. Now, I've been doing it for a long time, so it's just kind of how it goes. I'm in one league with some guys at work. Well, some other guys at work wanted me to join their league, and I was like, well, I don't really want to be in two. That's like
a big commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, but the kid will get in. And then they were short guys. So I ended up getting in that one anyhow. So like, honestly, tonight I have a quarterback playing. He plays with Buffalo, Josh Allen, but I'm playing him in my one league, but in my other league, I'm playing against him. So like, seriously, I'm just like, don't know I'm just like,
what are you doing?
Yeah, just have a good game, dude.
Okay.
So the kid, the Zoomer, his team name is the Flat Earthers.
Oh boy. Oh my heavens.
So I'm like, well, if you're going with that, I guess my team name in that league will be the Chemtrails. So we've got the Flat Earthers, the Chemtrails. And then in my other league, I decided to stick with kind of the current event kind of theme stuff. So my team name in the other league is Epstein's Island.
Oh my.
I know. Horrible, huh? Horrible.
Your coworkers love you for it.
No, they don't, but it doesn't matter. When I beat them, it won't matter at all.
No.
I said, when I beat them. We went to our first football game the other night, Mom and I.
Oh, I saw your pictures.
Yeah, up to the University of Colorado at Boulder.
All right.
Scenic Folsom Field. See Ralphie run out on the field. It's a great atmosphere. The kickoff for the game was an 8:30 Mountain Time kickoff on a Friday before a 3-day weekend. So,
oh wow.
Needless to say, the kids and the adults that still want to be kids had plenty of time to warm up for the kickoff.
I see.
Study. Yes.
Yes. At the, what was that place that you walked along the river to get to the Comfort Inn? No, the hotel.
The Dark Horse?
No, it's a hotel where you imbibe out there on the lawn, and then everybody walks up the street up the riverbank to the stadium. Come on.
I've never done that.
I don't think they do.
I know
it
where
anymore.
you're talking about. You walk up the, yeah. So where we sit, we're on the first row of the second tier, I guess, of seats. And there's like a walkway that goes all the way around the stadium. And so we can sit there and we can watch people go by. You get to see a lot of the imbibers. And then there's a staircase that goes up, and there's a landing kind of like to the direct left of our seats is the best way I can describe it. Well, the University of Colorado does not have ushers. Okay.
There's no same ushers. With U of U. Oh, don't get me started. Go ahead.
There's no ushers. B, the seats are very poorly marked because it's an old stadium. I don't think they've ever repainted anything on there. So you get no ushers, you get bad marked seating, and you get imbibed. And then you get a bunch of very confused people coming up the stairs, looking around, not knowing where their seats are, going back down the stairs, standing. And it's become, well, CU doesn't have a very good football team. So it's actually become the game is telling these people, you can't stand there. You need to move. I've gotten to the point where I'm like, it's a fire escape in the concrete metal stadium, but that's all right. It's a fire escape. It is an escape. If there was, maybe there's an active shooter. I don't know. If I need to get down. Why
don't they have ushers at these university games?
Good question. So my mother, God bless her, little white hair, vintage lady, old lady, is not going to stand up through the whole game. So she's going to sit there. So it's very important for these people to move if she wants to see the game, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I only got really lip back twice. The one guy, when I told him it was a fire escape, just was like, oh, bullshit, Jesus Christ. And he just stormed off mad, right? These other two guys, I kid you not, this has been my story from the game. What's sad that's how I leave the game, talking about this stupid story from these, what's the word I'm looking for? Douchewads. We're telling them to move. They come up the row, and they literally like look directly at little old mom and say, "You'll get over it."
No.
Yeah, man. Like, really, just hand over your douchewad card now, bud, because you obviously have a big one. So I'm like, really. I mean, they're probably like late 20s, maybe.
Oh,
yeah.
Still.
So not manners. Like, yeah, they're not like college kids. You know, they were a little older than college age. I'm like, what am I going to say to that? So I'm just like, well, no, you'll get over it. I just said the same thing back to him. The guy was like, well, good comeback.
They didn't get violent on you, did they?
No, they didn't get violent. I went to a Step Brothers reference, and I was just like, yeah, I remember my first beer.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. And they went on there. But I mean, is that where we're at today? Are people that like fucking absorbed that they're just gonna like say anything, even to like little old people? Fuck.
Yes.
Yes, Scott. We are living in a world of nobody cares. You know what we need? Oh man. Here, I need to share this. Mike Huckabee. You know who Mike Huckabee is, right?
Yes.
Mike Huckabee has I want to order some of these because I think they're free. They're the kids' guides. Can you see those?
Yeah.
Look at all of these. I was showing the Zoomer these, and he's like, "What is that?" Okay, kids' guides is staying safe online, leadership. But then we go down here. So we've got the kids' guide to the American dream, kids' guide to America's greatness.
Wow.
The kids' guide to the coronavirus. Yeah. The kids' guide to immigration.
Oh, does it show that big hole down there in Yuma where they're just walking in?
I can't get I wish that I could have opened these, but that's the teaser is you have to order them. I might have to order some just for fun. Okay, we go to the Mayflower, but we get down here. Let's see, Christmas.
Oh,
Oh, there's the Kid's Guide to President Biden, the Kid's Guide to President Trump, the Kid's Guide to Fighting Socialism. This is
to
crazy.
fighting socialism.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's to the Bible.
Yeah, the Bible. There's the Kid's Guide to the Resurrection of Jesus.
Wow. Thanks, Mike Huckabee.
I know, what a helpful guy. Which one should I get? I'm thinking.
What about that? They're all kind of incendiary, aren't they? The picture of Columbus on there.
Yeah.
And you're Italian.
I'm gonna they took away my Columbus Day. Don't get me started. Anyhow, I'm gonna go with the coronavirus, and I think I'm gonna get. Should I go with Biden or fighting socialism? Or that's kind of one and the same, right?
Well, you could get the Kid's Guide to Fighting Socialism and send it to Biden.
Oh, that is a remarkable idea. I bet you Huckabee's already sent him one. I wonder if they have large print.
None of them.
It comes with a free magnifying glass. Oh my gosh.
Can I ask you something? Do you know anybody who, in our circle or whatever, or your circle of friends, that is proud, that tells the public to post on, I'm so proud of President Biden?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that question?
Excuse me. Is anyone saying that? Who says that? All I know is they didn't want Trump. You know what I mean? But do they say anything about the job that the fellow who's in there now is doing?
Joe Biden, right?
Fellow, yes.
The real
President
one,
Biden.
The real one, or the doppelganger?
I don't know.
If I probably went back through some of my social media posts, I probably could find some people that have, that would think that, well, I would say this. A lot of them, my thoughts and opinions, I respect anybody's opinion. If you want to think Joe Biden's doing a great job, have at it. That's America. I don't have to agree with you, but I would say people have a way of wording it to where they're not like, whoa, he's just knocking it out of the park, but they would say, well, with what he was left with,
Okay.
Yeah, he's really done, look at how he spins it. Gas is down 40 cents. Okay, great. It's not really down 40 cents, Joe. It's up $1.50.
Yeah. Well, they all spin it. Of course, that's politics.
Yeah.
And that I'm just asking not to be argumentative or anything, but hindsight is 2020. Once you get past the election and stuff, and even though we have midterms coming up and stuff like that, where is everybody on the presidential thing? Anyone but Trump. We don't want Trump rerunning. Well, no, I don't either. Nobody does. He's too old. How can we just go with that?
They're all old. I mean, I don't know. They asked who's the Arizona girl? Lake?
Mm-hmm.
Carrie Lake.
Mm-hmm.
Someone asked her today about if she had talked with Donald Trump about being his running mate.
Oh.
And her answer was like, well, I talk to Donald Trump all the time, but we have not had that discussion. And first of all of you media don't think I would be a good candidate for the governor. So why are you even asking me about, she put them right in their place. Why even ask me about the vice president if you don't even think I'd make a good governor? That's sickening media. Yeah.
I don't know that anybody could be. I don't know. It seems to me like there was certainly a groundswell of support for Barack Obama. Remember when he was running, people were like, I have hope, but I felt that same way about what's his name? way back in the day when I first started being able to vote.
Ross Perot.
Clinton.
Oh.
People were excited about Clinton. I have hope for that. I love the Democratic Party, and I think he's a good representative of that. I think he'll be a good president and stuff. But now you
think it's because they were on the younger end of old?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was younger people. Yeah.
I mean, they're not 30. Well, I don't know.
I don't know. I just don't know who could run and maintain their reputation. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Does everyone turn into a dirtbag after they're president?
I don't know. Power and greed, my friend.
I just don't know. I'm just asking, and I'm sure. I don't know.
What about, where'd that go? Oh, I thought I had something else brought up. Never mind. Never mind on that.
All right. What else is on your list? Anything?
I wanted to put out a shout. Went to watch my buddy Mike, who does the intro. When you tune into the podcast and you hear that cool jam.
Yeah.
My buddy Mike Maurer, he opened last night for a very an international recording act. His name, the blues guy, and he's very big, I guess, in Europe. Papa Chubby. My buddy Mike opened for him.
Okay.
So I got a little clippage here from the gig. Just give you a little mic here.
Is this your friend Mike?
Yeah.
Nice.
Gotta love it, man. He ripped it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a big gig for him, so I wanted to give him a little shout there. I don't know what else I got. God bless us on 9/11. We got 9/11 coming up on Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah. Where were you on 9/11?
Oh, I was on the Isle of Skye in Scotland.
No kidding.
No kidding.
So, wow. I was
far from home. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. I was working at when I just mentioned I was with that coffee company. So we got into work. We get into work early. We get into work at like 4:30 or 5 in the morning. Start pouring coffee for people. And we had music. We didn't have any TVs, in the coffee shop. So we started getting this information from our guests coming in.
Oh, wow.
And it was just like, oh yeah, a plane hit the tower. And it was kind of like the first thought is, well, wow, I'm surprised that hasn't happened before, because they're so big and up there, And then when someone came in and was like, well, you heard that there was another plane that hit the other tower, then it got weird. Like that. Yeah, something's fucked up. I'm going to go put it on the radio. And I kid you not, Jackie, the minute I turned on the radio, they were talking about the plane that hit the Pentagon, that second. Then it was like, oh, holy fuck. Yeah. Nuts. They had a guy the other day, he stole a plane. Did you hear about that guy? He stole a plane and was circling. He was going to crash it into a Walmart. He was going to mini 9/11 into a Walmart.
What happened to him?
Oh, I think he landed and they arrested him. He didn't do anything.
Oh.
But, say what you want about gun control. You take away people's guns. I'm going to tell you, they're going to find other ways to cause havoc. If they want to cause havoc, they're going to cause havoc. Weird. I didn't mean to end on that. That was just the last thing on the list, 9/11. Right. I was like, oh, yeah.
It's great. Always a fun topic.
It is, but it's It changed the world. It really
It did change the world. Gee, you know what else did?
COVID. Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know what else really did? Was that darn recession in 2008.
Oh yeah. Ugh. Anyhow, let's bring back some blues to cheer
Go, Mike,
ourselves up.
go.
All right.
Have a good one.
We'll talk to you next week, girl.
Okay, man.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.